The air was thick with anticipation. Tens of thousands gathered for Ozzy Osbourne's final show. This was the end of the Back to the Beginning tour. Inside the stadium, time seemed to stop. Tonight, we worshipped at the altar of the Prince of Darkness. Every fan had a story, a memory tied to Ozzy's music. Old rockers, young fans, everyone united by the music. The energy was electric, pulsing through the crowd. Strangers became brothers and sisters, sharing stories and debating legendary solos. This wasn't just a concert, it was a pilgrimage. The lights hadn't even dimmed, but the excitement was already overwhelming. A low, ominous hum filled the arena. A signal. The crowd's murmur grew into a roar. Chants of "Ozzy! Ozzy!" echoed, both a welcome and a demand. We were here for the man who defined a genre and lived a wild, mythic life. This was a bittersweet goodbye. Joy and sorrow mixed in the air. We knew we were witnessing greatness, one last time. A single spotlight cut through the darkness, illuminating a Gothic cross above the stage. The hum intensified, the crowd's roar became deafening. The moment was here. The final sermon from the madman of rock was about to begin. We were ready. The anticipation was electric. Ozzy's last stand was upon us. Darkness. Silence. Then, an explosion of sound. Cymbals crashed, bass thundered, and that iconic Black Sabbath riff shook the arena. Purple and red lights erupted as fog rolled across the stage. Out of the mist, Ozzy emerged, older but unmistakable. He grinned, soaking in the adoration. Without a word, he raised his hands. The crowd roared. The fire in his eyes was undimmed. He grabbed the mic. "Let's go fucking crazy!" The stadium erupted. Bark at the Moon blasted through the speakers. Ozzy commanded the stage, energy infectious, dousing the front rows with water. His voice was raw, weathered, but pure Ozzy. Every note carried the weight of his journey. He wasn't just performing, he was exorcising demons, inviting us to witness. The band was tight, powerful, the perfect foundation for his madness. This wasn't a gentle farewell, it was chaos and celebration. The crowd became a swirling vortex, heads banging, fists pumping, voices united. Ozzy was their leader, their madman, their king. For 2 hours he held us all in the palm of his hand. We remembered why we loved him. The legend was alive, one last time. The night had only just begun. The setlist was relentless, a masterclass in rock history. Mr. Crowley's haunting intro echoed, Ozzy's voice capturing the song's dark majesty. Psychedelic visuals swirled on giant screens. The crowd swayed, mesmerized. Then came the heavy hitters. I Don't Know, Suicide Solution, energy surged, mosh pits erupted, Ozzy cackled, reliving every moment. Each song was a chapter of his story, told with every fiber of his being. The joy on his face was unmistakable. No More Tears brought a powerful emotional moment. Rain on screens, then virtual flames. Ozzy's voice cracked with vulnerability, then roared with rage. The audience sang every word, a cathartic release. It was more than a song, it was an anthem for survivors. The main set closed with Crazy Train, the stadium exploded, everyone on their feet, screaming, moving to the rhythm. Ozzy led the famous I chant, grinning wide. Pure, unadulterated fun, a celebration of madness. As the final note rang out, Ozzy stood, breathless, grateful. The crowd knew they'd witnessed something unforgettable. Just as the crowd caught its breath, the lights dimmed. A second drum kit appeared. Bill Ward, the original Black Sabbath drummer, took the stage. The stadium erupted in disbelief and joy. Ozzy embraced him, no words needed. Then Geezer Butler emerged, bass in hand. The 3 original members launched into Black Sabbath. The sound was primal, heavier than ever. Tony Iommi's riffs thundered, the band reunited in full force. They tore through War Pigs, the crowd screaming every lyric. Ozzy was back with his brothers, transported in time. It was a dream come true for fans, a piece of rock history. For Paranoid, Zakk Wylde joined Iommi trading guitar licks. The sound was immense, a glorious wall of noise. 2 eras of Ozzy's career collided on stage. Sabbath roots and solo triumphs united for one epic moment. The crowd was in awe. This was more than a concert, it was a once-in-a-lifetime reunion. The legacy was alive right before our eyes. The encore was simple, just Ozzy and his band. He walked out alone, visibly moved. "I love you all, thank you for my life," he said, voice thick with emotion. The connection was pure, unfiltered. "Mama, I'm coming home" turned the stadium into a galaxy of lights. The final song changes, just piano and Ozzy's voice. The lyrics felt like a farewell letter, raw, honest, poignant. Tears filled the arena, fans united in beautiful sadness. As the last note faded, Ozzy bowed, blew a kiss and said, "God bless you all." Then he was gone. The house lights rose but no one moved. We'd witnessed the end of an era. This was more than a concert. It was a testament to survival, rebellion and joy. Ozzy gave a voice to generations of misfits and dreamers. This was a thank you for the riffs, the rebellion, the joy of rock and roll. The Prince of Darkness may have left the stage, but his legacy is eternal. Forged in the fires of heavy metal, Ozzy's shadow will loom forever.